My last video ended on the Miskito Coast of Nicaragua at the Miskito Cays off the northeast coast of Nicaragua. This region was also known as the Miskito Kingdom. I am picking up the alignment in this video in Leimus, Honduras. My name is Michelle Gibson. As I shared in the last video, this is the coat of arms of the Miskito, or Miskito monarchy, or La Mosquitia in Honduras. Makes me wonder how this guy got the name Mosquito in English. The Miskito Coast is named for the indigenous people who live here, not the insect, as perhaps we have been led to believe by historical omission. The next place on the alignment is Leimus, in the Honduran department of Gracias a Dios, also in the region of La Mosquitia, that is historically a part of the Miskito or Miskito Kingdom that includes the Nicaragua coast. It is situated on the border between Nicaragua and Honduras, serving as a border crossing in the remote wilderness of this region. It is situated on the Rio Coco, or River Huanqui to the Miskitos, and which forms the border between Honduras and Nicaragua, and is the longest river in Central America. The Rio Coco originates in the Somoto Canyon in northwestern Nicaragua, near where the Pan American Highway crosses into Nicaragua. Since we have been given no other explanation for how canyons came into being, we assume they were created by natural forces. Yet here is a close-up of the same photo to highlight where visible surfaces of stone are dressed with straight edges. La Mosquitia has the largest wilderness area in Central America, comprised of mangrove swamps, lagoons, rivers, savannas, and tropical rainforests. It is considered a biodiversity hotspot with all of the different plant and animal species that are found here, and a number of endangered species as well, like the Honduran emerald hummingbird, one of the 5 most rare bird species in the world, and the metallic-looking Honduran chrysina, a golden jewel scarab beetle, one of the rarest scarab species in the world. The alignment crosses the Rio Platano, which has a biosphere reserve and a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1982. It is part of La Mosquitia, northwest of Leimus. It is part of what is called the Great Lungs of Central America. It is the most significant nature reserve in Honduras and has been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in danger since 2011. Threats include, but are not limited to, illegal activities like logging, hunting, and clearing land to graze cattle. I found this picture taken at a location within the Biosphere Reserve with its huge block-shaped rocks with straight edges. There are at least 200 sites within the Rio Platano Biosphere Reserve of La Mosquitia that are considered archaeological sites, like the legendary White City believed to be inside the red lines shown here. Several expeditions have searched for the White City since 1920. Most recently in 2012, a team of American and Honduran archaeologists mapped large plazas, mounds, earthworks, and a pyramid, as well as different types of stone artifacts like this one, which is reminiscent of this feature of Quilla Rumillac, an ancient site outside of Cusco, Peru. Also, this is a picture of the Rio Platano in Honduras on the top, compared with the Brisbane River in Brisbane, Australia in the middle, and a historic photo of the Red River in Winnipeg in the Canadian province of Manitoba on the bottom. These are just a few examples of the many snaky, S-shaped rivers I have found on these planetary alignments around the world. The alignment is on its way to Trujillo, a city and municipality in the Honduran department of Colón on the northern Caribbean coast. It is situated on the coast at the foot of Mounts Capira and Calentura, which together form the Capira and Calentura National Park, which the alignment also passes through. This is a view of the nicely curved shape of Trujillo Bay from the top of one of these mountains. Trujillo is considered to be the frontier between civilization and the jungles of La Mosquitia. It is even possible to find exclusive residential homes here. Trujillo is considered to be one of the oldest cities in the Americas from the time when Columbus landed here in 1502 on his fourth and last journey. It looks like there is a star fort here in Trujillo, the Fortaleza de Santa Barbara. Here's the Fortaleza de Santa Barbara from another angle. Like with so many things, star forts have been ignored in conventional history, and their existence doesn't fit with the historical narrative we've been given because star forts are found all over the world, with the same basic star pattern, but differing in design complexity. Moving off the mainland of Honduras at Trujillo, 40 miles into the Caribbean Sea, the alignment crosses the largest of the Bay Islands, Roatan. Cruise ships stop here, and it is a popular scuba diving and ecotourism destination. Roatan is almost entirely surrounded by the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef, which is the largest barrier reef in the Caribbean and the second largest in the world after the Great Barrier Reef off the northeastern coast of Australia. It begins off the coast of the Yucatan Peninsula and continues southward into Belize's waters, across these Bay Islands off the coast of Honduras, and ends at the northeastern coast of Nicaragua, where the Miskito Cays are located. Cox and Hull on the top is Roatan Island's largest city and port on the southwestern shore of the island. I would like to draw your attention to the block-shaped rocks in the foreground of the photograph, which are found similarly arranged in different places around the world, like Mukalla in Yemen in the middle, and on the bottom Lake Jinyue on the Songliao Plain, also known as the Manchurian Plain, in Changchun, China. This is West Bay Beach on Roatan Island. And on the top, the view from further out on West Bay Beach has a similar shoreline to what is seen at other beaches, like Vaha Beach in Corcula, Croatia in the middle, and Myrtos Beach on the island of Kefalonia in Greece on the bottom. The next place on the alignment is Belize City, the largest city in Belize, and the former capital of British Honduras from 1862 until 1970. We are told that Hallover Creek is a coastal stream which runs through the center of Belize City and is an inlet of the Belize River. However, Hallover Creek looks more like a canal to me than a creek, and of which Belize City has more than a few canals. Apparently, it is a city of canals. The Belize River itself is another example of a snaky S-shaped river. An hour north from Belize City, or a 31-mile drive, and 6 miles west of the Caribbean Sea shoreline in Belize are the Altun Ha Mayan ruins, a 44-acre or 18-hectare complex with 2 main plazas and 13 structures, which is also famous as a wildlife refuge, home for diverse species including toucans and iguanas. I will end this video here and pick up the alignment in Chetumal, Mexico in the next video.